I'm in town in St. Louis. So I gotta go see the fam. So we're gonna try to get in and get it out. We probably won't get through all the questions because we can pose the questions to anyone or to everyone. So it's up to you guys how you want to do it. And let me make sure we live. We are live. And go. Okay. Oh, no. All right, so people are pulling up right now. We are live. First off, big shout out to the Scariest squad for pulling up. Shout out to everybody that participated. And shout out to Christopher. He's outside in Iraq while he's doing this.
Hey.
No, just Texas. It looks like Iraq though.
Oh.
It does. I didn't see no grass. All I saw was dirt and sand. I was like, well, bless his heart. He gonna get a fine because we got in this military attire.
I've been there before. I ain't going back.
I feel you. Well, listen, man, this is 21 questions with the Scary Squad, man. Thank y'all for pulling up. To everybody that's watching. We letting a couple more people get in here, but we ain't gonna slow down. We're just gonna keep it going. Shout out to everybody. We got about 100 people in here. And we're gonna keep it off, man. I will be a host along with my co-host.
Hey, hello guys.
Patrick Cloud. You know what I'm saying? We have some amazing members of the Scary Squad here. We have Cassandra, we have David White, we have Christopher Sullivan, we have Gabs, and we have Francis. Oh, France. I'm sorry, I keep saying Francis, but France. As soon as she came on, I was like, what's up, Francis Finances? I think that's from an old rap song. I don't know. But this is 21 questions. We're about to kick it off just like this. Let's start with France. France, what you got for us?
Okay. I want to ask everyone, what's the strangest superstition that you believe in and why?
Okay, hold on real quick before you do that, Fran. Chris, I think that's your phone. You might need some headphones or something because we're getting a lot of feedback from the outside from the wind and everything. So if you got some headphones, or you can get somewhere where you could just like be posted up. So
yeah, I got some headphones. I'll get them in a second.
All right, bet that up. Gabs, you gonna join us or you gonna play hiding? What you doing, Gabs?
I'm in the car. I was trying to find my angle.
Trying to find my angle.
Oh man.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and start the questions. I'll get Francis said, what was it, France?
What's the strangest superstition that you believe in and why?
Okay, and that's to everyone or one particular person?
To everyone.
Okay.
Superstition?
Mm-hmm.
Splitting poles. I don't split poles. That was instilled in me from my dad. It makes me feel weird, and I depending on who I'm with, I'll walk back and unsplit it. But if it would be really, really weird too, I'll just keep walking, but I'll feel weird about it.
I guess it with mine was stepping on a crack and you break your mother's back. I feel like with that one at a young age, I felt like if I did that, my mom's whole back was going to be broken. And I would have felt some type of way about that. I would be like, yeah.
But that one is immediately like provable. Like you do it once and then you check on your mom, you good after that. Like I was stepping on cracks on purpose after I knew it wasn't, after I knew it didn't work, you know?
Right, but I feel like I would have been the cause of that. I feel like if I would have stepped on it and it actually happened, I'd be like, dang, I'm about to get a whole ride because of that.
That'd
be crazy if they could press charges for it.
Oh my
if they could prove that.
I feel like that was on one of y'all know the cartoon strip Cyanide and something.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they did. Yeah, it was like
oh yes, Cyanide and Happiness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like they did one of those. They stepped on the crack, they kept doing it, and it just kept like it cut to the mom like
Oh,
that's hilarious. I don't know, like I don't really believe in superstitions. Just growing up in the church, it was like you can't believe in God and superstition. So I kind of just accepted that because it was easier for me to accept that than believe the superstitions. I didn't want to believe if I stepped on my mom's crack. I would break my mom's back. So I just refused to believe it.
Stepped on your mom's crack, you would break her back.
I thought you were gonna let it slide, you bastard. But the strangest one and probably the nastiest one that I've ever witnessed is when you sweep somebody's foot and they spit on the broom. They're like, don't sweep my foot. Let me see that broom. And then they spit on the broom. It's like when you sweep my foot.
Hang on, what?
I do believe that one. I believe that one.
That one.
I knocked on wood 3 times.
Yeah,
knocked on wood 3 times.
That's
How have I never heard this one? You guys take the broom.
Yeah, it is.
It's some South shit. It's some Southern and Midwest shit. Like if you sweep
That explains
the broom, you got to spit on that broom.
You got to knock on wood 3 times. If somebody sweep your foot, anything, touch your shoe with the broom, anything, you have to knock on wood 3 times.
See, that one seems better. Why are they so drastically different? Like one is knocking on one.
You know it's regional. It's just like the game. Like some people call it BB bushes, some people call it BB something else. But anytime you say a B word, you get hit until you say BB bushes or whatever regional slang they have for it. So
that's just violence right there.
Joning and roasting. Like in the South,
Yeah,
we call it we call it joning.
Those are different words, though. I'm talking about the difference between knocking on something and spitting on a broom.
They be like, it ain't like a loogie, so it ain't like
yeah,
that.
You don't have to do it like that.
Yeah, it's just a quick type of thing.
Yeah,
What part of the broom?
quick.
You spit on the bristles or the
on the bristles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I see some people in the comments. They said they heard about the spit. All right, so let's just for time's sake, we're gonna just jump to the next question so everybody gets a chance to ask a question. Let's go with David next. What you got for him, Dave?
Ooh, all right. Give me a second because I wasn't prepared. Wow.
The questions on the side too, David, so you can pull from those questions too.
Okay. All right. Give me one second. If you were Superman, what would you be? Good or evil?
You're Superman?
Yeah.
I'd be good. That'd be wild as hell to get Superman's power and then be like, I'm gonna rob a bank.
I agree with that, but then it's like, but then I feel like it's like, as every good superhero, they have so many morals and rules and all this other stuff they have to follow by, this, that, the third. So being an evil villain, you get to do whatever you want. Being a good guy, yes, it's okay, but you got to follow this whole rule book of like, I can't do this. I got to save this person. I got to do this on a daily basis.
Well, with that said, I don't think I'd do either. To be honest, I would find out. I'd find out, and then I'd live my same life, but like with like superpowers. Like if I get into a fight, he's getting super strength. You know what I mean? If I need to save a cat, I'll jump and grab it. But like I feel like as soon as you commit to as soon as you stop one crime, then it's like the cops are calling you all the time, and then it's just like, yo, there's this other thing we need you for, and I don't want it.
How you think Batman feels? I mean, Batman, he get that whole signal every time. He was like, yo, Batman, I need to go save my mother. I was like,
that's his
Batman
fault.
don't want to save him.
That's his fault. Set the bar high.
Ain't no way in the world I would give the police a light to signal me when they need help. It's like, nigga, it's 7,000 of y'all. It's what y'all
That's
can't
your
do this on your
job.
own. 7,000 of y'all and one of me.
They have a weak police force. That's obviously why that's why they gotta call them like, hey, yo, can you help us out? I really don't want you right now. That's
Ain't nobody got hands. Ain't nobody got hands on the police department. Is what you telling me? Nobody got hands. Fuck out of here, bro.
Hey, what if they shined like a picture of a fedora and just called Tahir? And then Tahir was like, I gotta go.
Listen, I'll pull up in that bitch like Darkwing Duck though.
Not the Darkwing Duck.
If I had Superman's powers, I feel like what I would do is like I would still be good, but I wouldn't have that whole I can't kill people moral thing. Like,
oh no way.
I would like put the cameras on and punch somebody's head off. Be like, this is for anybody else who tries to rob a bank. If I catch you, this is the shit that's gonna happen. And I feel like crime would go down.
That probably help.
Yeah, if you punch somebody's head off on camera, they be like, nigga.
I mean, the law system would be in a moral dilemma, but when aren't they?
If I had Superman's powers, I'm gonna be evil. Point blank. Period. I'm gonna be evil.
Damn, immediately.
I mean, laser eyes, super strength.
Listen,
I'm
Cassandra,
gonna run
Cassandra.
everything.
Cassandra is she's in the Doctor Strange library right now talking about she's gonna be evil. She's been
We're talking about DC and not Marvel, because Marvel is a whole nother thing. But by man's powers, I'm about to be evil. I'm wrong. I'm not a laser.
I'm with Cassandra on that one. I'm with Cassandra.
All right, cool.
I think I'd be good, but I'd use my influence for bad things.
Y'all getting the echo?
Yeah, we getting that echo. Hold on, Chris. Let me try to mute you to unmute you to see if that helps the echo.
It might have been the mic.
All right, try to unmute yourself on your phone and then and see if you can talk again. All right, now say something else. Oh, you still muted. You muted on the there you go. Now say something else.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but we're still getting a little echo, Chris.
Oh, it's because he has both.
That's what. So you got to mute one of your devices.
Yeah. He got two up.
So mute the camera and keep your phone on. I mute the camera for you. I just mute it for you. Okay, now you're good. Now say what you're gonna say.
I think I'd be good, but I'd do it like a bad way. Like I use my influence to be like the president, and then whatever agenda I had, I would just get it done because I'm fucking Superman.
Okay, cool.
So you're gonna be Lex Luthor.
So he's a Republican. That's what. Donald Trump. Nigga's a black.
I am from Texas. I am from Texas. So.
That nigga say, make Kool-Aid grape again.
I've never heard that. That was new.
Make Kool-Aid grape again. That's a good one.
Let's go with Gabrielle. What question you got for us, Gab?
What's your weirdest pet peeve? Your weirdest and your biggest pet peeve.
Ooh, those are different. Weird and big.
So it's either or, right?
Yes, either or.
My weirdest.
Got one.
Happy. Go ahead. Whoever got one, go ahead. You just jump in.
So this might sound totally weird, but my weirdest pet peeve is when people like cannot, and Tahir, this is not against you, but when people cannot pronounce my name correctly. But I know Tahir can't really pronounce properly.
Wait, can I try? Is it Francais?
No, it's France, just like the country. But
it's France. Oh, I was trying not to say that because I thought you were gonna Who doesn't pronounce the name right?
It's like, I promise you, throughout my entire school life, people will pronounce my name France, or they will pronounce it Francine, or they pronounce it Francie. I'm like,
Francie.
It's just France. Like
let me tell you something, France. Led with this is not directed towards you here, but I feel like it definitely was.
Oh, but
like her build up to that was, I mean, I know, but
it's not directed.
It's okay. It's like he did apologize about it, so it's fine. He apologized, so it's okay.
When she said this is not directed towards Tahir because Tahir can't really. Tahir can't talk.
It's like, that part was directed towards Tahir.
Oh, that was definitely directed. That had my name on it. Signed, sealed,
See, Tahir, she woke up with violence on her heart. That's what it was. She was like, you know what? If I could get on here, I can say what I can say towards Tahir. We can be good to go. So I see the violence.
So I did kind of.
She's been willing to say that.
All right. Well, I get that. Anybody else that doesn't want to be hateful?
I don't like hearing people eat. Like, I don't like hearing people eat. I don't like to hear. I don't want to hear you eat the banana. I don't want to hear you like. I can't do it.
So you don't watch mukbangs at all, then, huh?
I like mukbangs, but I stay away from like the ASMR type stuff.
Okay. All right, there's a difference. You're right. Let's see. I don't know. I don't like when people say nigga in front of white people. It's like, yo, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like every now and then the conversation, like, and the nigga came over and it was like that type of stuff was like nigga, and then these niggas came through and I was like nigga. And I'm like, hey man, come on. I feel like you want to encourage them to say it. They're gonna be like,
oh yeah,
like, you're like, no,
absolutely.
Don't do that. I don't like when people use nigga too loosely in front of company. Don't do that.
Right.
I'll piggyback on that and say I don't like when I don't be getting like furious when non-blacks say it, but I don't like when they say it like with no hesitation. Like I want you to look a little scared. Just look a little scared. Like when you say it too, it's like you didn't think I was gonna slap you at all. Like you didn't think there was like a little bit of a chance I would get upset. You said that with your chest out.
That want people to say it like this, like nigga.
Then I told the nigga, like, thank you. At least show a little bit of frighten. You know, like don't just assume I'm not gonna take off on you.
That's putting a little respect on it for the people you're around. It's like putting Mr. or Miss in front of somebody's name when they older than you. Like that's what that little hesitation is saying. Just a tinge of respect on it. I get it. Anybody else before we go on?
When people lick their fingers and then they don't like wipe their hands, and it's just you're just like, so you're just living your life like that? Really? Oh God!
You would
okay. First of all, if y'all are eating something like Doritos or Cheetos, and people just and you're just like you're not gonna wipe your hands.
That is some good ass
down.
right there.
Right.
That's gross.
Wipe them on my pants, baby girl. Just wipe it on my pants, and I'm like, right there for you.
But question of the day: why did the teachers used to do that same mess? Like, be like, let me just lick these papers so these papers could be loose. Like, I don't want your bacteria. Now, if I get sick, I get to sue you. So, what are you doing?
First of all, as a kid, you don't know nothing about suing nobody. Second of all, if the teacher was cute, I didn't care. I probably licked her lick. I probably.
No.
That was the product of the St. Louis public system, huh?
Absolutely. Kiss Miss Johnson. I just told you.
Hey, that might be the origin of you liking napkins. You were eating corners of papers. You were eating the corners of test papers at a young age.
Y'all just let that die. Y'all just petty, bro. Petty.
Here, you ate a whole napkin, bro. No one's gonna let that go.
In a corner of the bag.
David, to be fair, it was not a whole napkin. I ate a piece of a napkin. Let's not get crazy with it. Okay.
He Postmates napkins from Jack in the Box. Just the napkins. He's like, is there any?
Y'all act like y'all ain't never ate nothing questionable before. Y'all was kids. Y'all probably ate dirt. You ate boogers. And now that y'all grown, I know some of y'all eat ass. So don't come to me.
Not a napkin, dish and bring.
Let me tell you something. That napkin was made and then it was shipped. Y'all be eating ass from people that been working all day. So I don't want to hear none of that.
Not on camera, I don't.
Not on camera? Let me see your phone. When you talk about not on camera, let me see your phone, right? They be like, whoa, for what? Why you want to go? Why? What's going on?
All right, next question.
Okay, I'll go next. Let's go with do you feel like you would survive a zombie apocalypse?
My zombie apocalypse test said I would survive 3 months. They have a quiz online, and I survived 3 months.
Why would a quiz tell you that you would live for 90 more days than everybody else? What quiz? How many questions were there?
There were like 15, 20 questions. Like different scenarios and stuff.
That ain't enough.
That would be a 2-week intensive for a realistic answer.
It got intense.
I would die.
I can see Pat dying.
I would die. I feel like I would have an idea that I think would really, really work, and then there would be like a massive hole in the theory once like everything happens, you know? Because I think I know, but I feel like everybody thinks that they know what they would do when zombies would happen, and everybody would die. I don't think anybody.
Like Pat would be too inquisitive. Pat be like, "Have you tried to talk to the zombies yet? They might compromise on eating one brain a day." And they be like, "Yeah, Pat, go outside and try." Pat be like, "Hey, guys."
No, people. Yeah,
that's what you think
I would do. That's what you think I would do. Everybody thinks that they'll be like, "Oh, I'll just go to my friend who has a bunch of guns," but those people would just get like 10 more zombie kills than everybody else. But we're all dead. Think about it.
Yeah, we all gonna die.
No one. What would y'all do? Really? Like go to a mall? Really? Copy.
I don't know what I would do. I think if I was on The Walking Dead, though, I'd be a good number 2. I can't make a whole lot of plans, but I can follow plans and improvise. I'd be an okay number 2. I got a couple leadership skills, so we could make it a couple more days. In 90 days, we're going to make it together. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, fuck your leadership skills. How are your survival skills? We're talking about survival. He's like, yeah, I could talk to people. You know, I'm a good people person. Nigga, how are your machete wielding?
I respect the fact that he said
I got one in the car. I got one in the car. I'm nice with it.
Number 2, he's like, I ain't trying to lead nobody because the worst come to worst, I'm dipping on all you niggas. But I can be a good number 2. I can help. I can be a good assistant manager. I don't
know what I'm saying.
You got a machete in the car?
He in Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, like
I stay in the country in Texas too. Yeah, I'm in the country part of Texas, so I'll survive. It's not too many people around here. We got plenty of animals.
Why are we skating past the serial killer?
But we're just gonna gloss over that he has a machete in his car.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's cool with this, huh? Everybody's okay.
Oh, look, man. Look.
Are you a serial killer? I'm concerned.
No, I don't have a gun. I don't have a gun. So if something happened, I gotta have someone to defend myself. So I have 2 knives and like a big knife, not quite a machete, but like a big knife in the car.
Like you have a machete plus other baby machetes.
But they sell machetes at the malls here.
Little pocket knife for the shank, and then I got a little, you know, like a.
I respect it, man. Listen, I've been to Texas. I have a homeboy that has a pickup truck with the shotgun in the back window. So I mean,
you know,
that makes sense, but not a machete.
That makes more sense.
But they sell machetes at the malls here in Texas. So
the mall?
Yeah.
Like a damn.
Yeah.
Next to Finish Line, you can get some sneaks and a machete from the what? Kiosk?
Yes.
Machete in a tackle.
Is that a mall purchase? Do people stop by like, oh, I do need a machete, and starts picking out the one that's right for them?
Yes, essentially yes.
Okay,
pretty much.
Let's highlight the fact that Christopher does drive a pickup truck, so that should not be surprising. Once you saw that back door swing this way, once you saw it swing this way, we all should.
I just got a
pickup truck. So
in case I gotta hurt somebody, I gotta be prepared.
Oh wait, did he show the machete?
He absolutely did.
Oh, I didn't see it.
He didn't pull it out of the holster. I mean the holder.
Yeah, Yep, that's a machete. That's a machete.
Yeah, just in case. I gotta defend myself, man. People crazy out here.
They are, and you are their cousin.
Yep.
and I may be one of them. I don't know. I may be one of them.
Sound like one of those people who be like, I just like seeing the light go out of a person. I don't use guns. I don't use no guns. I like to feel the meat separate.
Sandra, did you go already? Did you go already? All right, let's get you up.
Which conspiracy theory that you've heard of would you guys like to see made into a movie? That's for everybody. But I'll go. The conspiracy theory that Pat had brought up as far as the pyramids and all that stuff, I would like to see that into a movie with Black people, though, because we're over there. Sorry, non-Black people, but for Black people.
You know, when it comes to horror, I'm not one of those people that are like, I want to see more of us. You know, that's the one genre that I could like. I like how Jordan Peele is doing it, but that was the one thing that I was never like, you know, this isn't a colorful enough cast being murdered in front of me. Like, I was always just like, the fewer blacks, the better. But I feel that. I would say there's 2 for me. For sure, something about Antarctica. I can't believe
I was just about to say that.
There's not enough. There's not enough stuff about there. Like anything to do with, you know, time traveling, figuring out why the Nazis went out there so much, figuring out what Buzz. What was the second dude? Buzz Aldrin? Yeah, that sucks. He was second, and people are like, "What was the old boy's name?"
Right.
Whatever he saw over there that made him write what he wrote about, like they're evil, they're over there, it's not human, whatever that crazy ass message that he had, whatever, explaining all that stuff, and just whatever over there that's alien. And then my second one would be the Dyatlov Pass. We've talked about that on Damn Internet, You Scary. That was the hikers that went out there. It was below freezing, but something attacked them and made them tear open their tents and run out in the cold, and when they were naked, and they all died of like blunt trauma. Yeah, it was like they were all like their hair was bleached, their skin was a little orange, they looked a little older. It looked like their internal organs, and it was like they were hit by a car, like they had like crazy blunt force damage. It was just like people were like, what the hell happened to these people? And that's probably my favorite and most creepy one. So I would want to
just go take both of mine, Pat. You just go take both of mine like that?
Not on purpose. That's just
not on purpose. I would like to see something with the Bermuda Triangle. I've always been fascinated.
Facts. Yeah, that's a good one.
I feel like it hasn't been done right in a while. Like I want to see it now with the technology we have, and I want to see like some actual footage. Like I want them to take like cameras, clocks, things that keep time and dates like accurately, and like fly through the Bermuda Triangle, and then I want to see them like actually land in it, like in part of the Bermuda Triangle, and like I want to see like if things are really affected by it, because I really believe like so much of the ocean has not been explored. It would not surprise me one bit if we really had aliens here. And so I want to see like since there's so much controversy around it and so much conspiracy around it, I wonder if like that is like one of the entryways to like where they are. So I would want to see that like made into a real movie.
As you said that, I feel like there's no way aliens aren't in the ocean. All they would have to find out is that we don't know anything about the ocean, and they'd be like, oh, that's perfect. It's like a perfect spot to be. Why would you be anywhere else, just on land? Like, oh shit.
You imagine an alien on a dial, like he just listening to people conversations, like, oh, hey, Earth don't know shit about the ocean.
90%.
What if aliens come to Earth to vacation? Like they watch us, like at a zoo.
You mean they're dancing and they're like, are we gonna get caught? No. They can't even come down here. They can't even come down here. It's way too dark for them. Because I mean, that is a stat we say all the time. We know less about the ocean than we do about more about the space than we do about our own ocean. Like, why? That's perfect. That's
and it's crazy because they think that we know more about space than we do about the ocean. But if space is infinite and we only have explored like really the Milky Way, like nigga, like we don't know shit about space either. We know as much about space as more about the ocean. If space is infinite, nigga, like there's too big to know everything. We don't have the technology.
So that was just scientists getting around them saying we don't really know about either.
Yeah,
but give us a second. They try to compare them. We know less about the ocean than we do about space. It's like, okay, we'll start researching.
Right. Hey, somebody like, yeah, I was on varsity in high school. Like, nigga, you rode the bench. You red shirted. I got a jacket face ass.
Y'all over here making stats about what other stuff we know less about. Like instead of learning more, it's like what about the marine biologists? They're not learning shit either. Like shut up, science. Shut up, NASA. We're over here trying. Like none of y'all doing work.
That's hilarious. All right, Chris, go ahead and hit us with something real quick, man.
Conspiracy theory. I don't think I really have one. Like I said, Pat took both of mine, man. I'm just thinking.
Pitch another question.
Question?
Yeah, pitch another question to the group.
Another question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Which one? If your girl released your whack ass sex tape, would you pay somebody to beat her up?
Whoa. Is this the same dude with the machete, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is a real question. This was a real question. I feel like
he's asking us if he did the right thing. This is basically asking us. He's like, say yo girl. I just want to see if I was in the wrong.
Here's my thing, dog. Like, if a sex tape is whack in terms of what you consider, like, just blame the other person. Like, how you gonna have some vagina that good expect me to go forever? Like, come on, now you know what you're working with. You got some fire, shawty. Like, if anything, that's compliments to you, right? Kudos, baby girl. This ain't my normal, but I ain't gonna tell you that. I'm just saying kudos. You did a great job.
I feel like a bad sex tape for me would have to be the angle. Like, it would be like, I don't know. I'm weird about that because I direct, so I would be like, it's back. Like, it wouldn't be like the sex or like if I was out of shape. It'd be like, man, I don't feel comfortable releasing this. It's not well done. It's not a good shot. You know, the transitions aren't good. So I would I don't know.
The transition?
That would be this stroke. Like, wait. Let me turn the light.
There'd be a guy with a bounce. Like, where's the bounce?
Got a nigga with a bounce in the room.
Hey, can you change the silver? Oh yeah, for sure.
No, I'm always saying, like, if I really like record myself doing sex, I would want to hire somebody or like two people to like get the best angles. But it's just my personal sex tape. I wouldn't leak it. I just like, yeah, that was me stroking.
Yeah, if I did a sex tape, it would probably be POV.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. POV that's the winner.
But he did say it's whack. So like,
whack sex tape drop. You gonna pay your big cousin to beat her up or not? Because I think I am. I'm gonna be like, hey, cuz, here go this 200. Run up on her. You know what I'm saying? Like. Just give her a couple paws and be like, you know why.
This is how the universe works. You would pay your big cousin to beat her up, and your big cousin would get mollywopped, and now that's on camera.
That's on camera.
So now you still have to pay her.
Exposed as whack fighters and whack.
The family taking L's. Family taking all L's.
You are now.
But is the tape making money or not? Is the real question.
If it's POV, it's probably saying. Not. Those are boring ones.
Right.
No, they not.
Yeah.
POV is boring.
It's like
it's like if it's making money, if it's lucrative, then I'm gonna need you to cut me in.
Who said POV is boring?
I did. Gabs. I did.
POV is like early VR. It's like you get to pretend like it's you. You know what I mean?
Nah.
You get to hold the phone like this, and you're like, yeah, this is me.
What do you? I have to add, this is how I feel. I feel like POV is the closest that you can get to imagine. Like, if you're looking at porn for motivation to like get you to that moment, like you need something to help get you there. POV, I feel like is like, in my opinion, is the closest to you being actually in a porn. So if you don't like POV, Gabs, what's your go-to? Do you like people reading poetry to each other while they fuck? Like, well, I don't know.
No, I'm not gonna say what my go-to search is.
Oh, you know what that means? She does that whole stepbrother, stepsister thing. That's what that means. Whenever anybody, no, that's it. Whenever somebody's like, oh, I'm not gonna say, you go straight for the stepbrother, stepsister, which is a weird thing that's popular right now. I'm like, fam, who started this?
As well as getting her.
You know who started that, Pat?
Tables is another popular thread. I don't understand that one.
That is.
I mean, voyeur stuff, like where you know, like hidden camera voyeur type. Those type.
Here's the thing: voyeur is
sounds
like
illegal.
That's somebody that watches other people that do it. So that's just lets us know that Gabby's a creep.
No, but when it's on porn, it's like
we're all voyeurs,
right? And stuff like that. Like it's like professional when it's like.
Nah, Gabby likes to sit in the corner while smoking a cigar or black and mild that she already freaked and watch other people do that.
And she just turns the light switch on.
You be watching cup porn?
Mm-hmm.
You be watching cup porn, Gabby?
No, I watch like the I don't want to say the hentai, you know, the hentai hobby said.
Oh, the anime stuff. Okay.
Oh, you watching hentai? Oh, Lord.
A lot of agreement. Off top, everybody agree. Oh, okay. Homer Simpson.
No.
Down Mars.
No.
Okay. No.
Man, y'all some wild ass people. I am humble. I am a servant of the Lord. I just I search for just straight up. I search Christian missionary, and what happens is it's fully clothed. It's just penis out the hole, and it's just straight up. It's Christian missionary. You guys are heathens. Heathens.
That's your friend.
You guys are disgusting.
So, that's your friend here.
I am a Christian. You guys are Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
That's your friend right there.
That's what you gonna say on this beautiful Sunday?
That's my dog. I ride from whatever he said. What he said. Don't add him.
Y'all judge mine and not the. Okay. How do we get here?
I just sent you a text too. Check your phone.
What?
Oh man.
I'm confused. Who that?
Somebody was asking if you got a girl, and I was like, just one? But look at the name at the top.
I don't know who that is. Am I supposed to?
You know who it is, nigga.
I'm supposed to know who that is. Here, we are live. What is this?
You know he's being messy right now. Right? You know he's being messy right now.
I'm like, am I in trouble? What happened?
You know if he sent a text message during the live, you know he's trying to be messy right now. So I already know what was going on.
I'm confused too.
I was confused.
Trying to get Pat to step up and say the name.
But I got the text message. I was like, wait, what?
I don't think I know who that is. I don't know. Anywho, we were just talking about Christian missionary, and now you guys are.
Right now.
I don't know. I have a horrible memory. Wait. Huh?
Read the next message I sent you.
That was the last message.
That's right now.
That was the last message. I didn't get another message from you.
I sent something after the screenshot.
No, I didn't get it. I just typed who. I just got the screenshot.
Okay. All right, cool.
What is the next question, guys? I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous, Pat. Don't be scared.
I'm nervous. I'm trying to figure out what's happening right now.
Don't worry. He gonna be like, put two and two together. He gonna.
All right, guys. What is the next? What's the next question? From hentai.
Okay, so with where y'all are at this point in your life, does your current moment meet or exceed your expectations that you had? I'm going to completely pivot this.
Say that again.
So with where you're at in your life currently, does it meet or exceed your expectations that you thought you would be at this age?
I'm still working on mine. I ain't gonna even hold you.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near where I thought I would be. I got a lot of shoes though, so there's that.
Oh, hilarious. What? Oh, okay, I get it now. I get why you were like, what the fuck? Well, that's random. Okay, I get it now. I was like, what the what? All right, that's funny. Okay. I thought it was something not funny. Okay, that is funny. I'm very appreciative. I think that I've always had a vision for my creations and influence. I never really had a straight set thoughts about how I would do it, and obviously I couldn't have predicted this because it was sort of like a wave that didn't exist yet, especially with like social media and content creation online. So obviously as like a kid, I never thought about that, or even as a teenager. But I feel like I'm definitely in a fantastic and blessed spot where what I make can have influence, but I think my biggest problem, and I was just talking about this the other day, is that I have a tough time stopping and just smelling the roses. You know what I mean? Like enjoying the journey and the grind of it. And I think in the last year or so is when I really like set into it, and it's just like I really, really, really like this part. And obviously, I'm not where I want to be, but I don't think that ever changes. You know what I mean? I think that's something that is you're constantly feeding yourself, and you don't realize that until a lot of people don't realize that until it's too late, and they're burnt out, and they're just like they feel like they don't have another peak to go over. But I feel like if you catch yourself early and you're just like, okay, I'm gonna enjoy all of this, then everything comes as a surprise. Everything kind of lays out how it should, and if it doesn't, you can pivot. But I really say all that to say that, you know, I am to answer your question, I am in a better place than I thought I would be, but I never thought I wouldn't be somewhere because of what I was working towards and how often I was working towards it. So definitely it's a complex answer, because I don't think I'll ever be where I want to be, but I have to kind of stop and check myself sometimes, you know?
Oh yeah, that's dope. Just to piggyback off of that, I knew that I was going to be in entertainment. I knew I wanted to act. I know I wanted to do comedy at an early age. My mom was one of those moms that was like, "You're going to be a doctor. You're going to be a doctor." When people ask what you want to be, you know, tell them a doctor. And I did it like in elementary school, but in middle school, I was like, I don't want to be a doctor. Like, I hate going to the doctor. Like, it always made me nervous, always made me scared. I knew I liked making people laugh. And at a very early age, from church to school, anywhere I went, it was the same thing. I loved getting people's attention to make them laugh. Like, that is the greatest joy to me. I feel like it's one of those things where no amount of money could equate to the feeling that I get from entertaining people and putting a smile on their face. And I always think about like someone that may have a terminally ill diagnosis, and if they watch my show, my special, my movie, whatever, for that moment, however long they're watching it, whether it be 30 minutes, 15 minutes, or 2 hours, they forget about everything else that's going on in their life. Like, nothing else matters in that moment except this movie that they're laughing about and it's bringing them joy. That's my life goal. Like, there's no amount of money that can equate to that. There's no feeling that's parallel to it. It's just amazing. And like, that's always what I wanted to do. But growing up, I thought it just had to be a movie and a sitcom or special. And now where we are in technology in the world, to be able to make content like the podcast, 21 Questions, all the stuff we do with Kev on Stage and Tony Baker, like, we have so many options to entertain people now. I never would have guessed that this is what I would be doing. Like, we got a fucking app. We got an app. We have, you know what I'm saying, our version of Netflix with our own entertainment, and I can entertain you guys from anywhere in the world. You can tap into the app. So to be where I am right now is not what I expected, but it is exactly where I'm supposed to be. And I'm so, so grateful.
I like that. Those are some nice answers. Yeah, but I like, just to reiterate, you know, regardless, it's always good to stop and congratulate yourself on what you have done, because we always focus on what we haven't done yet, you know, comparing our lives, all that kind of stuff. But you know, it's cool to see, like, it's really never ever too late for anyone. So it's really just a mindset that you have to have, you know, as opposed to just like, it's too late, I'm gonna just give in to what everybody's wants me to do, you know?
Hell yeah. What about some of you guys? Tap in. Don't let us be out here about ourselves and shit. Talking shit.
I'll say at least with mines. I said earlier that I'm still working on getting mines. Even though I'm 23, I'm still trying to figure out life from then on this point. Right now, the goal for me is trying to at least do the same entertainment business. You know, there's a lot of things that I'm trying to do, trying to create this, that, the third. And right now, kind of try to get myself I say out of this funk of things because of like, it's like I try to do it this, that, the third, but I'm just in the process of just like a lot of procrastinating and all that. So basically, I'm just trying to, get myself together with that point and try to like work hard on it, this, that, the third, and just, just trying to make it out there, man. Just try to do the things that I wanted to do in my life.
Okay.
I'm along the same lines as the guy that was speaking. Like, I turned 30 in July, and I made a list of things that I wanted to have accomplished by then. And so far, I've been checking off all those boxes. Now, I would say that I'm not as far along as I thought I would be by 30, but I'm just now like starting to put my degree, which was in mass communications, to use, but not in the ways I expected to. I went to school thinking I was gonna go to school and be like the next Wendy Williams and stuff, but like Pat said, in this today's climate of social media and stuff, the approach is different. So it definitely is moving along, just not in the ways I thought it would be. But I'm grateful, and I'm definitely grateful that it's actually happening on the timeline that I set at the beginning of the year, to have majority of my stuff done by 30.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think the most unfortunate thing that we do to ourselves is as teenagers, we set the expectation to be rich by like early 20s, early 30s, you know what I mean? And that's really poisonous because, there should be no reason that somebody in the, early 20s, early 30s, even late 30s should be feeling like, oh my God, I haven't figured it out yet. You know what I mean? That's a lot of pressure for you to, I'm not a millionaire yet. Dang it. I'm 24 years old and I'm not in a Bugatti. Like, that's a lot of pressure to put on yourself. And that's the case for a very, very small percentage of people. And comparing lives is really, really poisonous. So it's nothing really wrong with just like, taking your time with shit.
Not only that, I would say that it's better not to get rich fast. Because the way our school system is set up in the United States, like they don't teach us about like the importance of saving. People just tell you should save money, but they don't teach you why. They don't teach you about APR. You don't learn about that in high school the way you should. I really feel like we should learn about APR interest rates in high school because you go to college and all of these colleges though career days and there's always Bank of America or Wells Fargo that's there that's offering credit cards, and you get these credit cards because you need to get some stuff from school, and you don't realize like the first time you miss a payment, now the interest jumps. You know what I'm saying? It will jump drastically, and now you're working backwards to pay back student loans and to pay back this credit card, and you don't need money early. You don't need money until you know about money because you're wasted. I was blessed, which sounds horrible to say, to get an inheritance, because I say horrible to say because somebody actually passed from it, and I got that inheritance and I blew through it because I didn't know about money. I didn't have enough financial literacy to know what to do with the money, and I blew through it so fast. It was like I almost didn't even have it because I spent it in less than 6 months because I just didn't know about the importance of saving and the importance of putting away or investing or reinvesting because the money came from stocks. I didn't know about it. So when you get older, you appreciate it more. Like now, where I'm at in life, I understand money. I understand the importance of it. I understand what I can do with it. And now what's important to me is actually traveling and doing things with the family and actually doing experiences versus buying shoes or cars or whatever. Like this is what's most important, and I feel like is way more important because those are the memories that you will have forever for the most part. You buy a $700 pair of shoes or a $1,500 pair of shoes and they're dirty in a year, you stop wearing them. Whereas you go on a trip to Cabo or Tulum or Greece or Rome and you remember that for the rest of your life. And the people that you go with, you guys can share that memory for the rest of your lives, and always something that you can talk about and reflect on. So I feel like holding ourselves to that unrealistic expectation of getting rich in our 20s is toxic. Realistically, like you should not do that. You should be more concerned with learning, more concerned with living life, more concerned with establishing yourself as a professional are learning whatever it is that you want to do. Like I am very much a fan of living a life that is fruitful in experiences versus monetarily, because the money, you can lose all of that shit in a good summer and a trip to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? But those memories, they will last forever. So
that was beautiful.
Yeah, I'll say the best thing I did was get rid of all of the mental timelines I had for myself, because number one, it's stressful. And then you compare yourself to other people, and we live in the world of social media where we're only exposed to the good. We don't see the late nights, the missed invoices and all that stuff. So once I was able to kind of clear all the clutter, then it's like it's easier to embrace it. And I'm 31 and I'm just like, meh, whatever happens, happens. This is gonna happen in its own time. And it's one of those things, you make plans and then God laughs. So I'm like, I'm not making any more plans because I don't want all that stuff to happen. So it's just getting rid of the timeline is probably the best thing that you can do, and just go with the flow as much as possible. But then also don't be hard on yourself if you're not meeting your expectations that you have. So I'm happy with where my life is at this current moment, and it exceeded my expectations.
I love that.
I really had to get out of here at 1 o'clock, guys, but I want to do one more question. I feel like that's really a question that we could have ended on because it was just like so meaningful and impactful.
Just getting started.
Yeah, I hear you, Pat, but we was here on time. Pat was like, I'm gonna be on time all year. I'm on time, Pat. This year, he pulled up at 12:15, like, hey guys, man, shut your ass up, Pat.
10:07. 10:07.
So we'll do one more question, and Pat, I feel like you haven't asked one. So once you pick one from the chat, or you can come up with one of your own, and we'll close out with this next one.
Okay.
And let me just say, while he's finding one, this is so much fun, guys. Getting to know you guys, talk with you guys. We got the Scary Squad watching, and we are really committed to making sure that we learn you guys and know you guys, and we let you know that we are appreciative of your support. I was messaging people, and I saw people that had a $5 pledge. Some people had $10. Some people had $15 pledge, and it means a lot to us. I don't want you guys to ever think that we're just like, yeah, man, we got so much money coming in, man. We appreciate any and everyone that is subscribed to our Patreon, because you guys are taking money out of your monthly expenses and your monthly income to support us, and we are dedicated to making sure that we give you guys quality. Not only give you guys quality entertainment, but also learn you guys, man. Because like I've said many times, and people are the more mob. I posted a video yesterday from behind the scenes of the movie I was on. I'll let you guys know that we go through a lot. Like I always get jokes about my gums being stubby, all of that type of stuff. And we laugh because it's a joke. But you have to understand that like we get that every day. Like, I don't know how Pat did not kill himself with the contrail jokes going on. Like, that was 2 years damn near of somebody questioning it or joking about his sexuality, right? And you guys think that because you might only tap in 1 or 2 or 3 times a week and you only see it then, but we see it every day. So for people to be able to still come out, be positive, still be creative, still put out content that you guys love, and still have to go through those comments, because we read the comments from Squadcast, we read the comments from Damn Internet You Scary, read the comments of Lunchtime Lottery, because we want to be in touch and in tune with you guys and see what you guys want, so we can kind of adjust to make sure we put out the best content possible. But we still see those negative comments, and people always say like, don't focus on the negative comments, but like the negative comments, they still are there. They still matter, because like, okay, well, maybe that's something I need to work on, or maybe that's something I could do better. But then sometimes people just want to be negative. So we have to take all of that in stride from the outsiders, people that aren't part of the Scary Squad or the More Mob or the Cloud Village. We have to take all of that in stride and still be the best person that we can be. So to have a village of people that support us relentlessly, financially, unwaveringly is amazing, and we appreciate you guys so very much. So this time that we take out and make for you guys, I'm on the road right now. I'm literally about to leave and go see my sister and my nieces and nephew that I have not seen in 3 years, and I just text them like, hey, I'm gonna be a little late because I want to make sure that I get enough time with you guys and let you guys know that we appreciate you guys, because I want you to know that we genuinely value your opinion, we value your time, we value your support, and we do not take it lightly. So I just wanted to say that before we get up out of here and go to the slide.
We're bullied, pretty much. Is what he's saying.
Oh, yeah. The whole reason I have a cocaine problem is because I'm bullied.
Not the cocaine problem, bro.
About to hit the rails after this. Hey, I don't know if you can switch over hosting, but I could stay after for a few more questions if everybody's down.
Okay, yeah.
I'm down.
Let me see.
I have nothing to do. We're in a whole panoramic.
I was about to say.
I'm ready.
Let me see if I can do it, Pat. I'm gonna see if I can make you the host, because I believe that I can make you the host. Non-social security, participants. I feel like it is a way to do this, man.
You should be able to just click on his video box and the 3 dots, and it should give you the option to make a host.
Yeah, it is. Okay, boom. So here we go. Make Pat the host. Dang host. And
I am typing now.
You are now the host, Pat. All right, so I can actually get up out of here. But I'm gonna get up out of here after we do this last question, and then Pat can stay for a little bit longer. But I just want y'all to know I love y'all, man. I genuinely mean that from the bottom of my heart.
We love you too.
We love you too.
Tahir, you.
Aw, we love you too.
Let me tell you something, Tahir. You are the hardest.
And take more breaks,
and that is
Tahir.
no joke.
Yes, rest.
Yeah, take more breaks.
No, he about to go work on something else.
No, I'm not. I'm going to see my family. I'm not working on anything else. I'm not working on.
No work today.
Enjoy your family time and take a break, man. Take a break.
Yeah.
Enjoy this weekend.
Video yesterday of my hometown. So I was driving through East St. Louis, and I was showing everybody. If you haven't seen the video, if you're watching right now, you can go to my page to see it. But I showed you guys where I grew up. I showed you the house where my best friend was killed. I showed you where I got shot and where I got kidnapped and set on fire. So you get a real glimpse.
You just posted that?
I posted it yesterday. Yeah, because I went live with it, and then I just posted it to my pages on my IGTV. So you guys get a chance to see everything. You get to see where I come from and why I'm so appreciative of you all. And man, dude, like, I love y'all, man. I love Pat because
cute to hear.
Man, like y'all.
Feel your feelings here.
Let him out, man. Let
Feel
him
your
out, man. Let him
feelings.
out. That's all right,
That's
man.
all
Let him
right.
out, man.
Feel it. You famous. You killing it right now, boy. Look at you.
Man, I cried the other night, man.
He's walking through
cried
St.
the other
Louis
night,
like,
man.
yeah, this is where it all started. He
Let
got
them tears out, man. It's all good.
He got the
It's all
MTV
good.
crew behind him.
I'm glad I got on the sunglasses, man. Real, man, because like if you look at that video and you see where I come from, it's just a testament to you determine your aptitude. You know what I'm saying? And you also determine, like, it's easy to become a product of your environment. Like I literally could have became a gangbanger, a drug dealer, and all that type of stuff, and that's just it. Just would have been the life I lived, and people would have been like, okay, well, he went through this, he went through that, so it makes sense. But to know that there is more in the world, and you strive for that more, it's just a testament of who you are at your core. And you can sit back and you can complain about the things that you don't have and how life is unfair, or you can go out there and you can do something about it. And I'm not preaching in the sense of like, yo, look what I did and all of this type of stuff, because everybody's not meant to be an entertainer. And I don't think that is literally limited to just being in entertainment. You can do that if you want to be a lawyer. You want to do that if you want to be a doctor. You can do that if you want to be a teacher. You know, you determine your altitude because you determine how much you put into the effort of getting out of that situation. And one of the things that was so surreal yesterday about going through the neighborhood and you see how the streets are written and the houses are abandoned, and you go outside. Like when I was a kid, I used to go outside and just look at my neighborhood, and it could get the best of a person that did not have that drive. So I understand the importance, and it's part of the reason why I always say, you guys, I appreciate you and I love you so much, is because the importance of a tribe of people telling you that, hey man, you can do it. That those people telling you that I believe in you, I like what you're doing, and the encouragement makes so much of a difference because it validates your efforts. And I know a lot of times people tell you, oh, you don't need validation for nobody. You don't, but it helps. It really helps when you know that you are leaning in and doing the right thing, and that those efforts are being put in the right place. Because if you don't have that reinforcement, you don't have that validation, it's easy to revert back to what's comfortable. It would have been very easy to stay in St. Louis. Right. I had an apartment that was $400 and it was amazing, but I never would have met Pat. I never would have the warm up. I would never be a member of the Scary Squad if I had not pushed myself to a level of uncomfortability and push my back against the wall to a flight or fight type of position to see what I could do when I'm faced with those challenges. And I just hope that you guys all see that you are more than enough. You know, you really, really are. The fact that you guys are here supporting us, people who are chasing a dream, there is no blueprint when it comes to what Pat and I do, what Kev does, what Tony Baker does, what, you know, our whole squad does. There's no blueprint for entertainment, because you can do everything right that you saw someone else do, but it doesn't work for you. So you have to be able to pivot and be able to adjust and move to something that really speaks to your soul. Because I mean, just look at last year, like 2020 with the pandemic, like there was no way to know how to move that way. It was just from being led from what we felt in our insides, from our soul, to like, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to continue to provide for my people. This is what I need to do to show people I'm still invested in them, and that their trust in me isn't in vain. So you are more than enough. You just have to put in the effort. That's it.
This is a big reason why I admire so many of the people that I get to work with, because like I was lucky enough to be born in LA near Hollywood, but I can't imagine how it takes a lot to kind of just look around your environment and be like, this ain't it. I'm packing up and going to Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like that almost, it's crazy if you think about it. It's insane. And if you think about it, like 90% of people, oh, you're going to go pack up, you're going to go to Hollywood and try to make it. Like it's an insane thing to do, because it's really, not only is it really, really scary, the percentage of that actually working is so low to like just leave and go to like a foreign place and make something work, even if it's just something, let alone something big, you know? So it's crazy that, you know, knowing like Tony, Tahir, Kev, all these people who literally did that from just their respective corners of America and just came out here and was just like, all right, I'm gonna roll the dice on myself. And not only like made that work, because Tahir will tell you, like, we saw a lot of people have to move back, and that's not that's just a reality. You know what I mean? Like this is not an easy place. Like you have to think we're in a place where it's not only hard to, even if rent was cool here, it would be difficult because of all of the talent here and all of the saturation and stuff. But you got to do all of that and be living in one of the most expensive places in America. Like it's crazy. It's not an ezy feat. And I was lucky to be born here, but these dudes were not. And you know, the fact that they did that, made that crazy decision, and it actually worked. Not only probably way better than they even thought. I think they were just, you know, hoping to make something work, not go out there and be doing what they're doing now. And that's just like a huge testament to these guys' drive. And I think that's pretty much what Tahir was getting at, is that you might think that you're crazy for wanting to drop everything and put all the chips on yourself, but it could work. And you could, you know, like, I feel like that's an overwhelming feeling for Tahir to kind of look back on, or to be in looking at his city right now. Cause it's just like, that's literally a psychotic and crazy decision that worked. And betting on yourself is not easy, but everybody should do it. And it's really sad that so many people have that going against them, you know, betting on themselves, whether it's the people against them, their own thoughts. It could be a number of things. So
like I said, I feel like everybody has it, but not everybody has that tribe. And I feel like growing up, I really didn't have that tribe. It wasn't really until I made the decision that I'm going to do this until I can't do it no more. where the energy went out in the universe and the right people were brought into my aura, like my area, and I'm so appreciative of that. And I'm going to go ahead and just give her flowers right now because we haven't really said it on camera. But Hippie Goes is our assistant. She's damn it that you scary assistant, and she's also my personal assistant for the More Mob and everything. And I am going to give her flowers right now. Hippie Goes is a godsend.
Killing it.
She is one of the most efficient and effective people. The whole reason we're here right now is because of Hippie Goes, because she reminded us a couple days ago, hey, you guys, we put out the calendar. This is what we're going to do this week, and this weekend we have 21 questions. And because Pat and I, we do so much for All Deaf, for our own tribe, for Damn It and That You're Scary, and then just working with Kev, that we have so much going on that I'm pretty good at keeping up with stuff, but even I fall short of glory. And Pat just is all over the place because he's just literally all over the place. And then without Hippie Goes, we probably wouldn't even be here right now. She really pushed us, and she's moderating right now, even though she's dealing with food poisoning. I called her yesterday because I was going to have her pick the winners, and she answered the phone. I was like, hey, what's wrong? She was like, I got food poisoning. I was like, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. I'll do everything. Let me know if you need anything. Hippie Goes is beyond a godsend. If anybody watches my roast, please know that Hippie Goes came to LA. She handled everything. And I am somebody that likes to be in control of everything. I like to be hands-on with every part of my productions. I let everything go. I put Hippie on the email chains. She handled all of the business. And I'm so appreciative of her because I would not be able to do a lot of stuff that you guys have seen in the last 3 months since the year started, is because we hired Hippie, what, Pat, was it last year? I think end of last year.
End of last year, yeah.
And Pat was like, no, we got it. I was like, nigga, we need somebody.
I don't even see how we were doing it before now.
Bro, it's ridiculous. If it had not been for Hippie Goes, man, there's so many opportunities we would have missed out on because she's on chains with our ads and she's on chains with potential clients and she sends out all this month. I don't know if you guys really noticed, but all this month we've had Black women on Damn It and That You're Scary to celebrate Women's History Month. And that was not by accident. That was very intentional. We did it with one person. And then Hippie was like, yo, people really like this. Maybe you guys should just keep it going for the whole month. So that was all her idea. So she has so many great ideas. She has so much great work ethic. And she is just phenomenal. And a lot of comics are hitting her up now, trying to get her to work for her. But I want to say this in front of all you guys, and I hope some of the comics see this.
Ours.
Hippie is ours.
She is.
Like, we don't
there you go.
She's ours.
Scary.
Okay? She's on
there you go.
We are going to pay her, and when we continue to blow up, she's going to come with us. So you niggas got to find somebody else because we are not letting her go. We love her. We cherish and value her. Got to find somebody else. Maybe she has some friends that she can recommend to you, but Hippie Goes ain't going nowhere. So if we got to keep her and focus on us, that's what we'll do. But Hippie Goes is staying with us, and that's just the bottom line.
I had a gun pulled on me. I almost got jumped, and it was looking really slim. They're about to take me for everything. Hippie came out of nowhere. She said, "Nah, he good."
All right.
Gave me a hood pass. I was able to. They gave me my wallet back. They gave me my keys back.
Wow.
I cannot.
I'm dead serious. She had a red and a blue rag on. I feel like she was representing both gangs. And
that's what happened, Pat.
She gave me a pass, yeah. And I got to like go through the hoods of Memphis, and I was with Pooh Shiesty, and it was just all three of us just chilling. And
so she's Supergirl now?
Experience all of that because of Hippie. She saved my life.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Now.
She saved my life. Thank you. She did all that with Hippie.
I will listen.
Okay, cool.
Here, Pat, you keep it running, man. You are the host. I'm gonna talk to y'all later, man. I love y'all so much. I see y'all.
Be safe out there.
Yeah, on another episode.
Bye.
Hey, guys.
It was nice talking to you here.
All right, what's up, y'all? I'm not gonna be as deep. But yeah, I don't gotta shoot again till 12, so we might as well keep this going. This is fun.
Let's do it.
Is anybody next? Has anybody got something for the crew? Are we out?
We had a couple more still.
Were y'all reading from something? Sorry, I don't. Were you guys reading?
There was a list.
If you open up the chat pad, that's where all the questions are.
Yeah, I thought that was the case, but I only see 2, and we already asked them. Oh no, we didn't.
What lyrics from your favorite song would you show to someone else in order to make them understand why you love it so much?
Say that again.
What lyrics from your favorite song? Hold on, let me read the question. What lyrics from your favorite song would you show to someone else in order to make them understand why you love it so much?
That's
a good question.
Loaded question.
I have a lot of favorite songs. That's the problem, and they change.
Yeah.
Same here.
Ooh, okay, I have a good one. All right, so I have a lot of answers, but I feel like one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard is Pink and White by Frank Ocean. And I don't know if you guys know what that is.
Yeah, it's a good one.
But
oh,
it's Frank singing lead the entire time. And at the end, you hear that's my favorite lyric, and here's why. It's Beyonce. He got a feature from Beyonce and made her sing background vocals. She didn't have her own part. She didn't have her own section. She sang ahs and oohs behind him. That's how he utilized Beyonce's. She never does features. So I thought that was one of the biggest flexes.
The audacity.
It wasn't audacity because it's a beautiful part of the song. It's like the end. You feel like you're in heaven. This is the part that you feel like you're like descending up the stairs.
I know it's a beautiful song. I'm just saying, my man had Beyonce and like this hit me with a little couple notes.
In the back
shadow. I'm gonna just that.
In the back shadow. So I mean, I feel like that would be a unique reason, because I didn't want to bring up some Playboy Cardi or Young Thug lyrics and have you guys judge me. So,
I obviously thought you was gonna talk about Blueface for a second, Pat. That's what I was waiting for. To be honest, I was like, okay.
I haven't listened to Blueface since he started the brothel thing, the Love and Hip Hop thing. That was just that was weird.
She's on Love and Hip Hop now.
A brothel.
He like started like this mansion filled with girls that were like all fighting, and it was like an OF.
Oh yeah, and he kicked his mom and sister out.
That was weirdly a different situation, but yeah. Who else got some lyrics?
So this was kind of a hard question. I will expose myself. I asked this question. I am just like Pat. I have a lot of songs that I like, and not all of them are in English. So it was hard for me to pick like a couple lyrics. But has anybody seen the movie Into the Spider-Verse?
Yes.
Yes. That's my favorite movie.
You remember the scene where Miles took the leap of faith?
Where Sunflowers started playing? You started hearing Swaley?
No. It's when he took
What's Up Danger?
And then the montage of when he's running through the streets with using the webs for the first time.
I don't know the scene. I don't remember the song that hit.
The song is called What's Up Danger. So I picked some of my favorite lyrics from that song. The lyrics is, I like it when trouble brews, I won't dare change. I like it when there's turbulence on my airplanes. I like it when I sense things I can't see yet. Swimming with sharks when they ain't feed yet. Because I like high chances that I might lose. I like it all on the edge, just like you. I like tall buildings so I can leap off of them. I go hard with it, no matter how dark it is. That's just hard to me. That's just so hard, the lyrics.
Okay, so you be listening to that while you web swinging through the city. I don't remember that song.
Good workout. It's a really good workout song. That's probably my favorite song off that soundtrack.
Okay. Well, you just made me want to actually get some real lyrics. Since we being deep.
I know I'm about to have to look up lyrics.
When I was in high school, we had some type of like poetry assignment where we had to find a poet, and I used my favorite band is Tribe called Quest. So I was like, all right, what's Q-Tip's real name? Okay, he has like a Muslim sounding name. I used his real name, and it sounded like a poet. And I basically did a whole project on a verse it's called a song called Get a Hold from Tribe Called Quest. It's one of my favorite ones. But he has a part in it that I basically painted. Where is it? It's hey, we just getting started. Got to redirect this vision. Got the beauty of a flower plus dimensions like a prison. Your minds are locked down like prison. Y'all really need to go lay down because positivity has risen. We hitting. Bust out. We too strong to be broken. Occasional malfunction, pressure time. We ain't joking for security. Yo, we on this run like Logan. Kamal's doing the hustle and you backstage voguing. This whole verse is just like, I don't know. It's just like a bunch of like little deep things. We all got faults. Don't ever start to think that you perfect. We all human beings. There's bullshit at the surface. Sometimes we rhyme. Damn, we ain't prophets. And if you think so, you need to stop it. And it's crazy because if you just talk it sounds like a pretty good poem. It doesn't sound like a rap. But I had a white teacher and she was just like, "Good work, Patrick. That's so." Where can I look up more of this guy's work? And I was just like, well, you can buy the album. It's like you can buy Midnight Marauders. I had to make it seem like he was like some monk writing in the mountains and shit like that. But yeah, I think that would probably be the verse I would do for Tribe. I love that song. That beat is crazy.
I have a real quick one. I love Kanye. I know don't knock me off the Zoom call, but I love Kanye. And I would say mine is when he was like, "You should be honored by my lateness, that I would even show up to this fake shit. So go ahead, go nuts, go ape shit." Like, cause me, I always feel like with anxiety going into new places and stuff. So that would be like my theme song, my jam. And I'm just like, Kanye is just that nigga. Like, his confidence is just always, he got a number of bars just like that, if not greater, like it's just a confidence thing. Like that's my confidence music. That and power.
Hey, Kanye's execution is rough on what he tries to say, but there's people be focusing in on the crazy stuff that he said and the crazy stuff that he does, but he is still a genius and he's said some very profound things throughout his career. So I don't really subscribe to canceling Kanye. He does some weird stuff like everybody, but he's not. There's so many worse people that we should be focused on. Like the fact that we haven't canceled Wendy Williams yet is just beyond me. And yeah, okay. What's what we got? What we got next? What other questions? Where's this list you guys are saying? Can anybody like re-put it in the chat? I think it was put in before I jumped onto my
right.
Oh, here's one. It says, "What is the formula for success for creating great content consistently?" Did you guys ask that already?
No.
What is the formula for success for creating? The thing about the internet is you never know. It's crazy to it's like they're like albums. Everything you put out can be a hit or miss. There's not really there's a formula for there's definitely a formula for playing it safe and what you think that they'll like. Like for instance, when I make shows, I always root it in something that I know people already like, because there's not a lot of risk. So for instance, like Great Taste. Great Taste was I thought of that because I saw a meme. It was like one of those one has to go type of thing, and it was juice. It was like Minute Maid, Simply. It was just like a whole bunch of, it was like a list, and somebody asked one gotta go, and I reposted on my page. And at the time, this was before I was even on camera. I might have had, I don't know, probably like I don't know. I probably had like less than 10,000 followers, and I put it on my page, and it got like 500 comments because people loved arguing about stupid stuff like juice, because everybody has a strong opinion about like little foods. So I knew that people liked that. So I was like, okay, well, if I gave each of these pictures of juice like a captain to argue like they did in the comments, and we filmed that, I'm just formatting something that I know people already like, if that makes sense. So you always have to start with what people like, obviously what you like, because the worst thing you can do is do something that you kind of don't like doing, it that blows up, and now that's just what you have to do from now on, you know. Like Boom Gang, you know that dude, the dude who used to like rap stuff and run like Boom Gang, Boom Gang. He did that like 3 times, it blew up, and then it was like it drove him crazy, you know. He was just like, they were like, rob something. He's like, no, I want to show you this thing I made. They're like, nah, rob something. It's just like, that's, you know, it's like, God dang, I don't want to just do
like
that.
That's who you are now. You the nigga that robs people. Like, go rob somebody.
Exactly. So it's like everything is about aligning what you have to do with what you want to do. The best thing I've ever heard in college, the best advice I ever heard was, you know, like if you think about working, sadly, we live in a world where you work most of your life. You know what I mean? You damn near see the people at your job more than your own family, you know? So it makes no sense to hate your job or hate work, because you're going to end up having a negative outlook on life altogether. Now you're hating, you know, 80% of your day, and then trying to make that other 20% worth something, you know, or mean something. And that's a very unhealthy way to live. So the advice I got was that if you align what you want to do, your hobbies, with how you make money, you'll always be happy. I'm not saying you'll be rich. I'm not saying you'll be whatever, but you'll always at least be happy, because what you're doing that you enjoy, it ends up making you money to live, and that's going to be most of your time. So you're not splitting your happiness up, and that means a lot. So, you know, you have to position yourself and start planting seeds so that later on you can eat from the those, you know, those plants, and it's in a way that you're enjoying yourself. And I'll give you an example. Will Ferrell and I, we're both content creators. When we met, we knew that we both really liked video games, right? So this was when the whole podcast wave was going on. You know, the you know, gaming was a thing. We knew, like, okay, it probably will take a minute, you know, but if there was a chance to make money from playing video games, I have to at least try because I love doing that so much. And I'm not just talking about content creation. It can be really anything. If you love studying science, if you love botany. I had a weird phase where I loved plants and I wanted to be a botanist. It's just like, if you align that stuff, like, I love doing this. I don't care if this job that I'm doing makes more money. I hate it. I'm going to do this. You're ultimately going to have a better life, because I've seen way too many people chase the money and get it and be miserable. And I know everybody says that, but like, when you really like meet someone that's like that, it'll change your perspective, because you're like, oh damn, I thought that's what I wanted, you know? But I say all that to say that it's all about aligning what you want to do with, that's it, aligning what you want to do. So the question was, like, for gaming, I know that people love gaming and I know that I love gaming. So I have to create content around that, and it's safe. It's all about just formatting, you know, there's no formula. I would just have to make sure that it's, you know, digestible to the listener. So it's like, that's the number one thing that people do. They produce all this stuff in this room and they develop, and then they put it on camera. And it's like, okay, you were in this room, you knew all of this stuff. These fresh eyes are confused. You didn't set it up for them. You know, you didn't let them, you came at it from a finished perspective and didn't translate all that stuff that was in that room, you know? So that's really there's no like direct formula. It's really just being open to formats that the audience will attach to. I hope that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very, very, very layered. But yeah, I think that's the short answer, is that there really isn't a direct formula, but you just have to be open to adapting and letting your idea that's on the paper change a little bit. People like write stuff down and they're like, okay, it has to be exactly this. And if it's not, I'm going to have a temper tantrum. But, you know, you always have to kind of like leave 20% budgeted for change, because everything changes in content creation for sure. I know that was a lot. Did anybody have any questions about that?
No, it made sense to me.
Nah, you did a good job with it.
Okay, sweet. What are these other things? What was the scariest thing that you had to overcome? All right, what do you guys want to do? Like 1 or 2 more?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Okay, well, I'll let you guys. Let you guys do the last one. You guys want to do 1 more, 2 more?
You can do 2 more if we got time.
We do 2.
2? Okay. I'll let you guys do the next one. I see that there's 3 more. Nothing.
Are you gonna ask the question, or you want one of us to ask the question?
Oh yeah, I thought one of y'all were. I was like, oh, they giving me.
No, I feel like at this point, let's something off the top of our heads. Like, what's a life question?
Okay.
Or something. I don't know.
Yeah, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
We already did Superman. If you had those powers, would you be good or evil? So I don't know. I've already showed my hand that I'd be evil. So France, help me out.
Okay, I'll do it. Okay, it says, let's do what's something you want to learn in 2021. You guys go.
What in the world was that?
Somebody.
Am I the only one that heard that?
That was my
I'm only
No,
one that heard that.
I heard it. I was trying not to. I was trying to ignore
someone.
I'm sorry. I'm not. No, I dealt with the little squeaky toy and everything else. What was that? No, because it looked like it was your audio, Chris.
My 1-year-old in the background.
Oh, you got
okay,
your baby in the hot car.
Little baby. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. That's we got past that. What's something y'all want to learn in 2021?
I guess.
Let me see.
Learning how to do. Good question though.
I want to learn how to color the pictures I draw. Like, I can draw really well, but I'm terrible at like shading and like coloring them in and stuff like that. Like, but I could draw like really well.
Okay. Shout out to the baby. Something I want to learn this year. I definitely need to. I need to come out of this pandemic cooking a little better. I'm okay, but I feel like I've been skating on basic for too long. It's time to get a little cordon bleu action going. I also want to. I need to learn how to DJ. I've always wanted to learn how to. Ever since I saw Erykah Badu DJ, I never had any interest until I saw Erykah Badu spinning. So I was just like, boom, okay, I want to do that too. Because I follow everything that Erykah Badu does. So
I see her all the time down here. She's like a great DJ and so down to earth.
All right, who else?
Low key, I
want to learn
mixed drinks.
You want to learn how to mix drinks?
Yeah, like alcoholic drinks or like, I don't know, coffee drinks. I don't know. I just want to learn how to mix drinks and just make them for myself so I could just save money.
We a year into the pandemic. You ain't an expert yet.
You ain't been drinking?
No,
I've been drinking every day.
Okay, but at the risk of this, I am still 20, so.
Oh, you just ain't trying to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. I'm over here pressing drinks, making old fashions.
Right.
Mint presses and stuff, doing all this stuff. Drinks I don't even drink. White Russians. I don't even drink that stuff.
Who was like, let me put vodka and milk together, and that's gonna be a good drink? Who did that?
I don't know. Who else? What else y'all trying to learn?
Man. I always say for me, which I feel like would be more of a challenge, is to like learn every language that there is possible, just to have that, because why not?
Nigga.
I know it sounds a little like far-fetched, very weird, but I feel like it's possible if you just train yourself well and just try to like pace yourself if you got the time for it. Since we're in this pandemic,
that's difficult, man.
My man finna learn Sanskrit and all kinds of shit.
Right.
Listen, I feel like it'll be like I'll be okay skill to have. I mean, go to somebody Spanish, you know how to do that. Go to somebody that's French, learn how that, be something to have.
You'd be viral for sure if you could knock out every, like, you out here the only black dude speaking like Nordic languages, Latin. You over here casting spells and shit. Okay, that'd be dope. That's ambitious. That might take the rest of your life. That might take the rest.
That's a lot for just a year.
Oh yeah, right. 2021. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, 2021.
You should get started.
Okay, that's a whole lot.
You need to get started. ¿Cómo estás?
Hey, you say you got time though.
Muy bien. That nigga said, it's March, so every language ever. Right. I could swing it. Did everybody say what they wanted to do?
I didn't. I want to learn like video editing. I think that'd be cool to do.
What you should do is just download iMovie on your phone and just edit some videos that you shoot with your phone. There's it's really easy. You just use your thumbs. You'll learn basically the basics, cut, duplicate, sound editing, splicing, all that kind of stuff. And then when you feel comfortable with that, start doing it on a computer. It'll be a little bit different. And then when you're ready, just get like Final Cut or Logic. They can run from $100 to $200, but you could start with a basic free one and just start shooting. And you don't even have to edit. One thing that people that I talk to who like get into content creation in any way, even if it's editing or whatever, they think that everything they shoot is going to be posted. They act like it's live, and it's like, no, you can take a lot of pressure off of yourself and just literally shoot just like this. And then it's like, okay, let me edit those two pieces together with no intention of ever posting, none of that, just for practice. Yeah. That'll you'll be out of your head. Yeah. So yeah, just start, man. I think it's intimidating for sure, but it's not as hard as everybody says.
Yeah, because it's like I'm a creative person, but I haven't flexed that muscle in so long. And I'll be scared, man. I'll be scared to put myself out there because I don't want to fail, man.
Hey, it's scary. It's scary. And it's the thing is like you can't really fail because it's when you're dealing in stuff that's creative, it's we're not LeBron James. Like LeBron James can fail. He goes out there every night and he has to score more points than the other team. But when you talk about like creative, it's all opinion. You know what I mean? You sit 5 people down. One person hates it. One person thinks it's the greatest thing that's ever existed. One person could do without. You know what I mean? It's completely different. Yeah. So you could really only fail by either not starting or just not putting it out at all. So I just do it. And like I said, just don't just do it without the intention of posting it. You don't have to worry about like, oh, is this good? Are people going to like it? Just learn it first,
Yeah.
Hang on. We just got a super chat. Appreciate you. Dos Veli said, what's a good piece of work advice y'all can offer today with all the knowledge you have gained thus far? A good piece of work advice? That's tough. I don't know what work you're specifically talking about. But I mean, I think that kind of goes along with what I was just telling you with just putting stuff out. I think that the fear of failure or people saying you suck or laughing at you is I feel like that's universal. I feel like people, the first thing people do when they blow up on social media is say like, I don't care about the comments, or like, I don't, that doesn't bother me and stuff like that. And it's like, that's impossible. That's literally impossible. I don't think that's
right.
I think that the people who preach
Unless
that the
you're a
loudest,
robot.
the people who preach that the loudest are probably the most offended by it. So they feel like they have to be like, I don't care what anybody thinks about me. You know, those people like, I don't care, you know?
If you got to say you're unbothered, you're probably very bothered by it.
Yeah. So I feel like it's not about running away from not feeling anything about it. I think it's just about understanding where it's coming from. You know what I mean? The people who support you are the people who support you. There are people who might like your stuff, but still shit on you because they don't want you to make it, or they just want you to answer their comment, or it's very, very layered. And a lot of times the people who say the nastiest thing, you click on their profile, they're in a similar field, and that's why they're saying that. You know what I mean? So once you really like understand where other people are coming from, it makes you feel better about it, and that's way easier than just trying to become a iron person and just like, yeah, all negative comments, you know, just reflect off of me. I don't feel anything. Haha, I'm cold. Like, that makes no sense. It's way easier to understand that, oh, this dude has this person has a fake account to talk recklessly like this, you know. They'll switch.
They be miserable, boy.
Stuff and
they be miserable.
And yeah, even
I think also the biggest. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
Go ahead.
Zoom. The biggest thing that I feel for me that I've learned, and I've known, but I've actually applied it, is setting boundaries. Regardless of what industry you're in and within your work life, you have to set boundaries, because if you don't, you know, you're going to overexert yourself. You're going to be tired, and then you're not going to be giving 100% of what you want to give to whatever it is that you're working on. So you have to give yourself boundaries, and then you also need to take breaks and say no. That's okay to say no. I have said it plenty, and I work in corporate America, and I still tell people no. Yeah. Or I'm like, it's outside of my working hours. Sorry.
Yeah. A good piece of work advice I took with me, I took it from the military, and I work in retail, and I sell clothes, but I got to be dressed up. So I've always told my soldiers this, every one of them, is look good, feel good, be good. Like, I really believe that dressing a certain way and like carrying yourself a certain way, it helps you like present yourself better, depending on what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, like how would you feel if you walked into a clothing store to buy some clothes, and I'm over there like slouchy, my shirt don't fit right, my pants don't fit right, I look throw the fuck away. Like, no one's gonna approach you to be like, hey man, help me pick out this suit. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I've always tried to, you know, be very presentable, and I know it sounds so basic, but so many people don't really get it. Like, it was crazy, man. In the Army, we have inspections on Mondays, and soldiers got on dirty uniforms and stuff. And I'm like, bro, why would you know this is going on? Why would you come in here like that?
Right.
So I've always thought if you just look good, dress nice, you feel better about yourself, and you project yourself more confidently. And that's something I really tried to do in any line of work I've done. You can do it at McDonald's. Don't wear a dirty shirt to McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel like you're slouchy, and then maybe people will treat you better, and you just have more confidence about yourself when you look good, and when you can take that enjoyment to whatever job you're doing. You put on something and it fits nice, and you wait and you just feel good about yourself. That's one thing that I've always taken with me, and still to this day, even just going to the store, going to Walmart, I try to look presentable, just because it makes me feel good about myself.
You said what? Work good? No, look good, feel good, be good?
Look good, feel good, be good.
That's
yes.
Dope. I like that. Look good, feel good, be good. That's a cool little catchphrase. I feel like that. I hope that answers what's his face? Dos Veli's question. And a lot of people's questions, because that's good mantra to live by. Work good, feel good, be good. I want to thank everybody for pulling up to this. Thank the Patrons and everybody in the Zoom, everybody in the chat. I appreciate you for hanging out after the and just hanging out with me. I gotta jump. I'm about to shoot with the Cannabis Squad. I wonder if that's live. If it's live, I'll see you in 10 minutes. But if you'll just get a notification in some other way. But yeah, appreciate you. We're gonna probably do this a lot more. This was fun. We actually went a whole other hour. And yeah, I'm thank you guys. A lot of you guys pulled up in the YouTube. We started streaming 99 minutes ago. We had this for a whole 100 minutes. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good Sunday. And I hope you guys learned some stuff about us that you didn't